Hello, my name is David, and I'm here with my co-host.
Gabriel Negrete.
Yeah, he's kind of weird. He says his full name.
Damn straight. Proud of it, too.
So, what do you remember from last time?
So basically, they found a shell necklace from Chase.
They didn't. That's the important part.
Oh, they didn't. They didn't find a shell bracelet necklace from Chase. Tate went to college, and Kate, no, not Kate. What is her name? Kaya. Kaya is by herself
It's
all
like
again.
kayak,
Kaya, yeah.
which is without the yak.
I don't even know where I got Kate from.
You always say Kate for some reason.
I don't know. Kate's just a name I go to, I guess, for K's.
Well, all right, but yeah, that's like also an interesting thing about like the missing Shiso necklace is that there are people who like take things from people, but here's the important part: no one goes into the marsh because that's where like bad people live, and no one wants to go into the marsh for any. For any, they need like a really good reason. So the person who took Chase's necklace was the murderer.
Do you think that the murderer took the necklace kind of as like a trophy? Because there are some murderers that do that, where they take some kind of trophy from their victims.
Yeah, because like that makes it even more like what personal, no? Because like personal, or maybe it is a trophy. Personal, because like you don't deserve this sort of thing, so I'm gonna take it from you. Or it also can't just be a trophy.
Or just plain out revenge and kind of like a trophy, kind of in like, oh yeah, I did that type thing.
Yeah, because like as Chase was a dog, and a lot of people want him dead. Probably want him dead.
Yeah, so the person who probably got revenge, we're assuming is revenge, wanted to keep something to remind himself of, I guess, some sort of satisfaction. I don't know. I don't know their minds like that.
So yeah, like you said, no, Tay went off to college. Do you think he's gonna come back? Because he did promise Kai, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come back. Don't you worry."
I think he will come back, but it'll take some time.
I'm sad.
And by then, it might be too late,
Yeah, I'm sad, man.
Why?
So, basically, Tay promised that he'll come back on 4th of July. He doesn't.
Does he die? Or he just doesn't?
So we can, all right, we can assume that he's dead, or he pulled a really douchebag move and just kind of.
Because I thought he liked her.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you don't do that to someone you like unless.
He was willing to go further and do the devil's tango to. It's sure,
Yeah, unless he is deceased.
He's either deceased or did a really douchebag move. And also in like chapter 21, basically she's basically sad, then gets over it because she had help from the Marsh healer back, her one true friend. But just because she's kind of over it, but she also wants. So now she's trying to move on to the next person. All right now. So now because obviously she's been betrayed by the person she trusts most. What's it called? Now she's trying to protect herself from that hurt again, but also it's kind of contradictory because she wants to have someone again.
But she's unwilling to let someone in.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a paradox.
Yeah,
in a way, because she wants to feel love again, but she's not willing to let herself feel love again.
Would you agree with the theme that living without love is a hard and lonely thing to do?
I would imagine it's also kind of like a prison, a self, or more like a.
It's like, all right,
self-isolation.
Yeah. So have you heard her songs where like they say, "I'm in a prison and I hold the key, but I'm still not getting out," sort of thing.
Yeah, that's where they just fear to get hurt again.
Yeah. So here's there was an interesting thing right before Kaya realizes that Tate's not coming back. So the thing is, there's like, I guess, a metaphor or like symbolism for Tate and Kai's relationship, in that there are basically these fireflies that were signaling to each other that they want to mate. So then she notices this other firefly who changed their basically Morse code. And while she found her mate, once they were done mating, she killed him and ate him, as nature does.
Okay.
And how do you think that relates to Kai and Tay in a way?
So you're saying they got close together and Kaya broke it off?
Not Kai and Tay.
Well, it says the female ate the male bug, right? So
Yeah, but yeah,
I guess if we were to reverse it in their situation, you're saying Tate broke it off.
yeah. Because all right, so gender doesn't have to do anything with this. Because all right, so Tate's the one signaling to Kaya with all this, offering her to teach her how to read, basically, and doing all these nice stuff for her, just so he can get with her.
Oh, then changing the Morse code would be him going to college.
Yeah, changing his college and not coming back as a betrayal. He was only doing that to get some self satisfaction in a way.
Leading her on?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
But that's also a different thing because like that doesn't feel like something Tate would do because he's a kind person, right?
I feel like he just got problems.
He's a nice person who did a really bad thing.
You know,
If
I
he's
feel
not
like
dead.
I feel like we got to see it from his perspective. You know.
So like he's at college. Who knows? He maybe got on a bigger opportunity there that he couldn't pass. So
Oh yeah, or like a deadline
yeah,
he needed to be there for.
but it's also kind of douchebag move because he's like, "Oh, promise to be back," but he didn't.
Yeah, that just also means that he's not a man of his word.
Yeah, but like the thing is, but that's something that can be forgiven, right? Like I want to chase my dream and whatnot. But what can't be forgiven is just flat out, just cold turkey, no contact after like, because after that incident, it's been years and years after that.
Also, like no mail. Oh, that's cold.
Yeah, that's real cold. So then,
Maybe he lost feelings.
and that's another thing that Kai has like, what's it called? She has insecurities because like right before Tate left for college, she's like, "You sure you won't be like fall in love with another girl who might be prettier than you and more mature in a way than me?"
She doesn't have enough self love.
Yeah,
At the same time, we can also assume that maybe Tate lost love for her.
we can. Who knows?
I'm just assuming because,
Well, yeah, that's all we can do right now.
yeah.
Because then, okay. Wait, what you say again?
That we can assume that he lost love for her.
Yeah, and then it also like feeds. That's something you wouldn't do to someone you love, you know,
You wouldn't.
and also someone who's completely broken in a way like.
Especially someone who not only their mom left, all their siblings, and then the abusive dad, and then Tate being kind of like that light.
Yeah, because it also says that, right? Because like she said, Tate was love, and Tate was her life. And now there's no Tate, so meaning there's no love in her life anymore.
Now it's all dark, shrouded in nothing but black.
Yeah.
Lonely again in the dark, cold night.
All right, that doesn't have to go that far, but yeah. So then also like, and here's the thing, right? With heartbreak, you break someone's heart, and they're afraid to, maybe get closer to people again. That also hurts like their connections with other people who necessarily didn't do anything wrong. For example, Jumpin. He like you remember Jumpin, no?
The gas station guy, right?
Yeah. He's also kind of like Kaya's sort of step-in father in a way. Because he
Mhm.
kind of takes care of her in a way and kind of doesn't.
He plays the role model, like the role, I guess, of a father.
Father figure.
Yeah.
Because then she like, in a way to not get hurt again, she stops talking to him and only goes to him when she needs something.
Oh, so she's distancing herself from all types of love.
Yeah. And we can infer that, that probably hurts him. He didn't do anything wrong. It
Yeah.
was just like probably the one bad action or misfortune of Tate that caused it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else do you think?
I don't think that's right what Kaya's doing, or like distancing herself from Jumpin, because Jumpin seems like a nice dude.
But it's also like, it's not nice, but it's also like understandable, you know?
Oh yeah, she's very insecure. She doesn't have enough self love, and She's received a lot of damages and scars.
both pretty sure mentally and physically.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
But
there's
but the
no
thing
way.
about scars is that sometimes they fade, and maybe she'll be given a new light. Who knows?
Or maybe,
Or maybe not. I
or
don't know.
maybe because this is a sad book, she's gonna find somebody who looks nice, but it's probably pretty bad.
All right.
Because people who are often broken are emotionally
Insecure.
nah, vulnerable,
Oh, that too.
and then that's probably pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Because like messing with love is another scary thing. Some girls are crazy.
And the thing is, no one wants to be insecure, like insecure about themselves, emotionally, physically, whatever. Especially if you're a girl.
And here's the thing, right? It's like there's a sort of like a theme, not a theme, but there's a reoccurring symbol in that or color, in that being blue. So, in like the early chapters, when like in chapter one, when Ma left, she was carrying this blue suitcase. There's always like a big emphasis on blue.
I think doesn't the color blue indicate sadness?
Yeah, so like some people in my classroom were like saying that maybe it's some like every time there's blue, there's a big change in her life, and there was like some talk about blue and right before in the chapter right before like Tate left.
Like, cause haven't you heard the saying, "Oh, he's feeling the blues" or "she's feeling the blues"? That means like, oh, they're sad. So
Yeah,
I would say, or I would infer that the color blue is like some sign of sadness or some tragedies about to come upon
yeah,
Kaya.
the calm before the storm.
Yep.
That's fun.
It also sucks for her Kaya, but oh, it's the book, I guess.
It's just the life in a way.
I guess she's just never meant to receive love.
That's pretty sad. It was a sad, hard, lonely thing. Cause all right, could you say you would you imagine yourself in her position? You're abandoned by like age 6. Your mom leaves you, then your siblings leave you, and then for like
And you're not even that educated.
no, it wasn't until like she was 15.
And even then,
Yeah, even then. Also, like here's another thing, right? So like, Kaya's not dumb in a way, right? Because like she probably figured that out that like Tay probably did leave her for someone else because she can draw like similarities between life and nature and the way how nature reflects society in a way, and how like also like the fireflies, right? Maybe indication that like Tay was only chasing Kaya for self satisfaction or because before they were talking about how the boys over there at town were talking about how they were making bets on who was going to pick Kaya's cherry and whatnot.
mm-hmm.
And it's also kind of another douche thing for thing to do because he was sort of doing that in a way. He said he was doing it in a way. He was going towards Kai to protect her, but then he almost does the tangle with her. But then after that, after he almost gets what he wants, he leaves without another word.
Do you think he felt guilty?
Who knows? Maybe.
Maybe that's why he left. He was like, I can't do this, so he needs to separate himself from her.
Yeah, like I can't. He maybe actually didn't fall in love with her, and then just said, "How about we started on the wrong foot for
Yeah,
it was built on lies. Who knows? Maybe.
possibly. Well, I don't think about it like that.
Yeah, and it's also saying like how while Tay was trying to protect her, he was also having feelings for her, and then like he knows he could probably take advantage of her and whatnot.
He had them butterflies.
Yeah, and then like he said that if he took her chair like that or whatnot, he'd be no better than the boys at school.
Oh yeah, so maybe he did feel guilty a little bit.
Mm. So, what else do you think?
Maybe he had enough love to leave, but from Kaya's point of view, it's that he fell out of love that he left.
Maybe it's like self love for him, because I'm doing this for myself. Maybe if I get myself off to like, if I can build myself up for a good life, then I can bring Kaya with me.
Oh, so you mean like he's getting stable first?
Yeah, because also like before, his dad told him, like, "Hey man, don't go starting a family just yet. I'm not saying that you can't. Well, I'm saying that you shouldn't start a family with her. Just don't start a family in general.
Hmm.
And that's another thing. Like
He's being smart about it.
yeah, but like also like there's another thing like with self like promises that can't be kept. You know,
What do you mean?
like in a way, Kaya resembles her mom in a way because like she fell for a person who promised her everything in a way.
Oh, the mom also fell in love with someone who promised her everything.
Yeah, because like you remember how Kaya's dad basically said, "I promise I'll go back to school and I'll uh, build ourselves a nice home and whatnot."
Well, let's hope not,
And
because then suppose she is like the mom, then that would mean that Tate comes back and abuses her, and
yeah,
Kaya's already endured so much.
yeah, but no, it's like more in the way that like he promised something that he probably couldn't keep, or
Mm.
just making breaking promises in a way, you know, just setting that probable pattern up.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, and then I think another way, like if Tate really loved Kai in a way that he's another interesting thing that is that they were kind of going slow at it. Like, you know, Tate
Say,
didn't say he would marry Kai.
he didn't say?
Yeah,
Wait, he did say or he didn't?
he didn't.
Oh.
So it probably adds to another thing. Like, I didn't promise this girl anything other than I'll probably come back, but you know, who cares?
He didn't make it official.
Yeah. Well, they were already officially boyfriend and girlfriend, but who knows? Maybe he wasn't really sure if he wanted to start a family with her particularly.
He didn't make it permanent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it would have. Who knows? Maybe it would have been like a fun. Maybe it was just something like a fun thing for him to, you know, mess with a poor girl.
A fling?
Yeah, or who knows? Maybe he didn't say that because he wasn't sure yet, or
Maybe he could be indecisive.
yeah, who knows?
Okay.
Love's complicated.
Oh, yeah, it is. The thing about love is it can either make you feel really good or make you feel really bad.
It's a double-edged sword.
It is. Quite literally.
It's a beautiful thing to experience, and once you experience that thing, and it takes you somewhat
Once you lose it, it's,
painful.
yes.
Because like it also says like once after like realizing Tay wasn't coming back, she was down in the dumps. She basically stayed in bed for like a month.
Damn.
But also like it's you know like it's like damn, but you know also understandable because this is the person who basically gave her almost a new life in a
And
way.
not only that, but would you consider him her first love?
Yeah,
So that would hit worse.
it's worse, man.
Yeah, that would hit worse.
Because you know what? I don't know if you ever heard the saying that you'll never forget your first love and whatnot.
Yeah, I've heard that saying.
Yeah, so just cuts even deeper.
And not only that, but she has abandoned me. This girl has nothing right with her life.
No. But you know what they say? Sometimes you have to endure like the hardships to enjoy the greatest points in your life.
But you said this is a sad book, which means that she probably never gets to enjoy anything.
Who knows? Maybe it's probably just that. It might be that satisfaction where like once she finally has her love for whatever love that might take for him, man, that it's even more sweeter.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Damn.
And also, but like here's another thing, like right, so like also her mom, she remembers how like people, her mom keeps saying that she should have some girlfriends, you know, like friends that are girls,
Lady friends, as I
lady
like to
friends,
call them.
lady friends. Like, because Kaya tries everything by trying to start reignite that family love. That that doesn't go well, and then she tries actually having love. That also fails. Maybe she just needs a friend, you know?
Yeah. Companionship love?
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's also a thing. Well, she had that, but it turned even deeper. So
But wouldn't Jumpin's wife be considered her friend, or you mean like friends her age?
probably friends her age.
Hmm.
Because like also before like she stares at like whenever she like goes out walking or like getting supplies, she notices like this. It's always the same group of people. How one has chubby cheeks and one has pros, and she always sees them like hanging out and
And they're all female.
think so.
Okay.
But it's just important that they're friends because and
Oh no, I know. It's because I just wanted to prove a point.
Yeah,
Even in books, they move in flocks.
I forgot you said that.
Yeah, I just had to make sure they were all females though.
No, I'm pretty sure there's a few boys in there too.
Still moving flocks.
They, well, it's high school. Almost everyone moves in flocks,
Yeah.
family, friends, whatnot. But it's also like she hasn't tried like companionship love, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Might be the thing that helps her because you don't need to like have family love or
As long as you got that friend.
as long as you have someone who cares for you, you know, they can make life easier and whatnot.
But what did you say? Jumpin loves her as well.
But that's like family love
Hmm.
because like you know he gives her stuff. Mabel, his wife, you know, is her mother figure in a way that she teaches her about you know women things like her period and whatnot.
Hmm.
You hungry?
Just a little bit. Just.
We don't worry. We'll eat. But yeah, and then who knows? Maybe that might be the thing that Kaya needs, and also, well, what do you think?
I just think she needs some friends, like honest friends, like someone who will actually wouldn't leave her.
Some people who can actually stay by her side.
Someone who will stick around, you know,
Yeah,
and not give her any false promises or anything that they can't keep.
someone who can be real.
Yeah.
Well, but even then, right? Like promises, there's nothing wrong because we all make promises that sometimes we break. But it's the thing is like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, I couldn't keep this. Just being real.
Yeah. She
So,
just needs some love in general.
but like it goes even deeper because like Kai sees the people around her, like the mother and daughter, like early on in the chapters, and how she looks at them and wants that. That she looks at the group of friends and she looks from from a tree or like always hiding and just looking at them and saying, "I want that too." And then
I still just find it messed up how none of her family members come back. Like that's it just makes me think that their like family love wasn't strong enough.
who knows? Maybe they did want to come back, but who knows? Maybe they also thought she probably ran away. Who knows?
Mm.
Because like they, you know, it's sort of like a what's it called? Monkey see, monkey do. They saw the mom leave, so one of them left. Then the other left, seeing those two leave, and you know, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. So they probably thought she left.
Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah. So do you think she might go looking for love again? What do you
Maybe not now, where you were at the book. Maybe not then. Maybe in the future. Because the thing about scars is, although they do hurt at the moment, they eventually fade. You know.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, Kai gets some good luck in her life.
Do you think this one might stick, or is it just gonna womp womp?
You know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he'll come back. I don't think he's dead yet, but at the
Do
same time, there's also that little percentage of me that's like, he ain't coming back. But who knows?
who knows?
Who knows? I'll give it 80-20. 80% he'll come back. 20% he just find another person.
And then okay, if he does come back, do you think Kaya's maybe love for him reignite if she does find like a new lover?
They getting married. That's it.
Do you think they might be getting married in the
I
future?
actually don't know. I just hope they get married because she needs someone.
Yeah. But also, like, would you think her love for him again reignite, or will she be able to like keep it in?
Well, I think she may slap him.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that.
I think she's gonna slap him and then they'll make up. You know, she'll let out all her anger. They'll have that one scene where it's kind of like emotional, where she's just letting out all her emotions, her feelings on him, and then they'll make up.
And also, do you think she might be able to like forgive him, or is it gonna take time?
I think it'll take time. Yeah, it'll definitely take time. Unless she's quick with it, and then, you know what? You're forgiven after that slap.
Who knows?
I hope she slaps him.
Yeah, honestly, because like as we said, maybe this is just like the one act of a good person just doing one thing that.
It just goes to show, though, that if she does love him enough, she'll forgive him.
Yeah, or maybe who knows? He might be the final choice again.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe the other person messes up too. So who else do you think? All right, just goes to show loving is hard,
Oh,
and
yeah.
lonely. living without love is hard and lonely,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also a beautiful thing to experience.
Oh yes.
And also, who do you think? Who do you still think kills Chase? We haven't got that much, but is it still the old man?
Has to be the old man. If
It's
it ain't
always
the old man, nah, it's the old man.
So
I don't know any old man, but it's the old man.
it's the old man. It's always the old man.
Damn straight.
Any final thoughts?
On the book, no.
And just what about Taylor or anyone else?
As for Tate, I hope her story actually ends with a better one.
General, all in all, Kai needs some friends.
Yes, she needs friends.
Well, that's all of them.